Hello. How are you guys? Yes, it's working. Hey, Megan, Barbara, Malin, how's it going? It's been so long. I feel like it's been a year. How about you? You guys see me and hear me okay? Let me know if it's okay. Hey, Terry, how's it going? Terry, I just got a notification that you started subscribing to me. I was like, that's weird. Sometimes the internet, man. Um, hey, H Crow, how's it going? Hi, Joan. Yeah, I am a big time lurker in so many streams. I totally feel you. I feel like it's a slippery slope. If I start chatting in the stream, then I won't focus on whatever I'm doing. And I really like streams as like a form of company, like a background when I can't listen to a book. Okay, cool. Thanks, Milan. Yeah, I was like, it's been a while. I bet nothing will work, but it all was fine. Like the cameras were there. I couldn't believe it. So, yeah, I missed you guys too. It's just been crazy. I mean, with all the protests and just the movement right now is so powerful and amazing. Here, that's awesome, Barbara. And the momentum with the Black Lives Matter movement is really exciting to me. I'm pretty pumped about that because it's just something that I've always really supported, and not enough too. So, but moving was a massive time suck, and I was definitely 1,000,000% kind of entrenched in that. So it was really hard to stay up to date and to see what's going on, and just to get like a break. So, but the move is done. Not everything's put away, of course. Our internet was supposed to be hooked up today, and my husband just told me that the guy called in sick and he can't. The tree climber. Guess we need a tree climber. So that is extremely disappointing, only because something I've been waiting for 2 years or more comes out tonight. It's a game I've been wanting to play, and I won't get to play it. And I know that sounds so crazy, but it would have been, I've just been looking forward to it, and other people have been looking forward to it for like 7 years. Like, it's been a long time in the making. It's a really powerful game, and I've been really looking forward to playing it. It would have been such a great distraction to finally just kind of, Hey, Petey. Yeah, it has been a while. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's really great to see you guys. So, whatever, it's not a big deal. But at the same time, it's just like, ugh, really? The house is really great, and we're still trying to figure things out, and yeah, right, moving, exactly. And our house is smaller, which was something I wanted. We didn't have a huge house before, but I'm always about compact. I really like things like really compact. But finding where things go is different now, and yeah, it's fine. It's whatever. Like, I'm not like complaining about it. The Last of Us Part 2 is the game. You may, if you're into gaming at all, you've probably heard of The Last of Us. It's a really amazing game. I can tell you more about it if you guys want to know. But the Part 2 comes out tonight, and it comes out at 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight, like on Eastern. It's already out in New Zealand and Australia. So, hey, Patty. Hi, Eliza. Yeah. Yep, exactly. Yeah, H Crow. You got it. Yeah, I'm a really big fan of that game. It's really kind of I've only played, compared to most people, I've only played a handful of games, even though it's been more than a handful. But that one definitely is the one I really, really got deep into. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of an intense game, but it's so powerful and emotional, and I definitely agree. Like, the first third of it, I was like, I don't know if I can do this. And I'm so glad I did, because it was such an amazing feeling and accomplishment and like journey to go on. And I just love the characters, the man and the little girl, and hey, Maribel. So anyway, the second one looks hard and scary. I'm a little nervous. So, and longer. But anyway, all I really want to do besides that. Hi, KB. Hi, Kelly. How's it going? Oh, I'm so glad you're here then. All I really want to do is just like mindlessly sew. You know, I'm like in that kind of like, I'm tired of unpacking. Unpacking is no big deal. Like, I like putting things away and just kind of figuring it out. But sometimes I'm just like, I don't even know where this goes. And then I'm just like sitting there on the floor for like a long time. I'll just lay down. Sometimes I'll doze. Yeah, Megan, exactly. Yeah, it's only a few days, right? And I plan on buying a physical copy of the game, so maybe I'll pick one up or something. I just don't even know if that's possible right now. So, anyway. So I put a bunch of stuff here because I have gotten some patterns since our break. Oh, cool, Terry. That's exciting. You're getting an 8700. That's what I have. I had to look. That's really cool, Terry. Are you getting the electronics, or are you just going for the straight up 8700? I love my machine, I really gotta say. I was really happy. Juki was the only machine company that came out in support of Black Lives Matter. I was like, thank goodness. So I was like really feeling for some of those people that are sponsored and stuff going, you know. So someone I've been following a while started a button company. I may have actually found her because of the buttons, because it was like a few months ago that I don't know. I don't actually know how I found her. Her name's Tabitha Sewer. And then I couldn't find her again. I was like, who is it that started making buttons? Because I had seen these buttons I really wanted, and I'm feeling a little lack of my daughter is texting and calling, but she knows I'm streaming. So hopefully my husband will reply. Oh, Kelly, I don't know the DX5. I'm going to look that up. Yeah, that's awesome, Terry. You're going to love it. But anyway, she finally posted about her buttons again, and I happened to see the post, because maybe she's posting occasionally, but she's usually posting her makes and stuff. And then, you know, it's like sometimes when you don't know the name and you don't affiliate it with their business, because it doesn't like scream what their business is, I couldn't figure it out. And yeah, so she finally posted. I was like, that's who it was. And I immediately ordered a bunch of buttons, and I got them. I probably got them a few days ago, but this, you probably can't tell, but this is my green, man. I love this green, and this is what I couldn't stop thinking about when I had seen it on her Instagram feed. So anyway, I got these buttons, Tabitha Sewer. Let me see if I can show you. There's a better view of the, but I got these kind of pearlescent, and those are little orange stripes. I feel like these are a really great neutral from me. And then these are wood. So I'm really excited I have some new buttons, because I've been kind of lacking in buttons. So, and she has a cute little card. So anyway, I'll do a little show and tell, since I don't have really a project. Since my daughter's obviously probably not watching the stream, I can show you this little secret project. So my Spoonflower package finally arrived. So they've been so impacted with orders, and I ordered this a few weeks before my daughter graduated as kind of a joke to make her a shirt. And oh, it's one of the home machines. I've never tried one of those. I would love to, but I have friends that have them and they love them. And I've thought about if I ever change, I would try them. I would like to get a new serger, I think. I think you guys know that. I've been kind of like, ugh on my serger. It's great, but it's not great. Someone is wearing normal clothes and knocking on all the doors. Okay. I gotta look at my phone. Sorry. Just a second. Because if it's internet. Yeah, right, Barbara? Hi, Tanya. How's it going? Oh, really? The fabric you got? You got some amazing kitty fabric? Cool. I don't really know how to help Cricut. What do you think, Barbara? Does it do cover stitch? Hi, Karen. Karen squared. Your name's pretty easy for me to remember. Anyway, so I kind of on a lark decided to, when I made the Friday Pattern Company Sunday V-neck, we're getting into that danger zone of days of the week names. And I decided, I'm going to make her a shirt as kind of a joke. So I actually designed the fabric. So I picked a blue that was her school color blue. Not that she's got like, rah, my school, because they're kind of a independent study school. But then so this was the sleeves. It was the raglan. It's the raglan V-neck, and the V-neck would have been that too. And then I put 2020 on the front, and then I put this on the back. You know, we call her Cricket. But it just got here. And she's like, I graduated years ago. So I will still make it for her, but it's a little late. And, you know, I really feel for Spoonflower. They've always gotten my orders out so fast. And I really feel for them being this impacted because of the lockdown and because everyone's sewing and because everyone's making masks. So, oh, it does have the air threader. Mine has that too. I like that. I know, it's a nice blue color, isn't it? So it doesn't do a cover stitch. I think they have one that does, but I just don't know their machines very well, so I'm not sure. So thanks, Jazz. Yeah, so I think I'll get her version of an eye roll when I make it, but I'm still gonna make it just because what else am I gonna do with it? Maybe I would make different colored sleeves. I kind of wish I wouldn't have gotten the performance, but because I thought I was getting modern. I don't know. Anyway, all right. So I'm just showing you all the things that are like on my table right now because I want to see what you guys would like to sew. Oh no, Megan, that's such a bummer. I know Father's Day. I'm like, oh my God, Father's Day. That's like in a few days. I can barely get to work and back, but it'll happen. Oh, I'm getting a tickle. I haven't talked this much in weeks. My family and I just grunt at each other right now. I'm just teasing, but I still have one thing to sew for Hearts fabric right now, and they sent me the Cashmerette Alcott dress, and the fabric's over there. Sorry. So we have this. I have a ton of Cashmerette stuff because coincidentally I decided to pick up a bunch of their patterns. And then, so these were the 3 that I got. I got the Ames jeans. Let me give you a second to look at it. Ames jeans. The Washington dress. So this is a dress and it's in 2 different fabrics. I was a little like, but then I was like, I kind of want the challenge of making this look really cute. And I don't know if you can see, there's either a contrast band, I think a yoke. Oh yeah, here you go. Whoa, see it? I have to kind of tilt it to get the glare off. I think it's knit and woven too. I like challenges like this. And this is one that when they first came out with it, I wasn't in their size range. I almost made the mistake about whining about that. Then I was like, what are you thinking? Now I'm pretty much solidly in their size range. So I've always wanted this Lennox shirt dress. I have a weakness for shirt dresses, so I want to make that. This is on my table right now to cut and sew. I know some of you are not thrilled with this dress, but I cut this one out in gingham as my prototype. So I'm going to sew that. And then I want to make this in this watercolor fabric that, sorry, everything's so overexposed. It's always changing. Let me tone it down a little bit. Where's the thingy? Oh, there we go. That's a little better, huh? You had a baby lock. My current machine's a baby lock, and it's been amazing. I think it just needs a little bit of tweaking, and the people who did the like servicing don't really understand cover stitch. And I was going to hire this gal who teaches local classes, and she's raved about. And I thought, I'm just going to hire her one-on-one just for an hour to help me optimize the stitching on my machine. So, but now with everything happening, I can't have her in the studio. Like, she's definitely in an age category I would not want to endanger her or anything like that. So I haven't even reached out to her. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. Right, Eliza? I know. There's I have a lot of patterns like that too. So. Oh no! Oh my gosh. Sorry, just a second. My husband just ordered me a physical copy of that game. He feels so bad. Oh man. He's a keeper. I just ordered it too, like 2 minutes before the stream happened, so. That's cool, Kelly. Yeah, so this is what I want to do, and this one right here. I'm not big on ruffles, but I really like the look of this dress, and I think it actually proportionally will look good on me, so. Carolyn, any recommendations for Juki? You mean like which Juki? I actually don't know the Jukis, but it looks like Kelly does. And the people I know who have Juki home machines are all quilters. None of them are garment sewists. So I don't know if that helps you. But they do really like them. And I don't know which one they had. I can always reach out to them if you want to message me on the side. If you end up needing a little bit of guidance, I can ask them if you want. So I think I know 3 people with them. I know one of the women really well, and then the other 2, I'm sure she could kind of point me in the direction of them. So just let me know. I'm definitely not an expert on machines. I feel like just because I'm a really good sewist, I get that a lot. Like people are like, so I want to teach my 17-year-old how to sew. Which machine should I get? And I'm like, oh my God, there's like a million out there. So I'm not an expert in that. You just gotta, I always say used machines so that they can learn what they like and how they like to sew and what they want. But a lot of people don't like that answer. They want to get a new machine, so. Oh yeah, the French dress is cute. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully you can cancel the order. See, I have the like digital one. I know I can't cancel that. The saga of this game, you guys. So we waited years to know there was a part 2. We waited years to know when it was coming out. Then they canceled the date. Then they canceled it again. Then they canceled it again. I ordered the game in there when it first came out. Like when it first was available to order. That was like in September. And then right before they canceled it the very last time they canceled the date, because they canceled it because of the quarantine, because things couldn't get manufactured. So it was like 3 months ago that they canceled it again. PlayStation canceled my order, citing that there was no release date, when like 2 days before they'd come out with the most updated release date. And I was like, what the heck? And I didn't see a refund. The saga. So silly. So extra. So, oh, my sister, I think, gave me an art game. I haven't tried it yet. Ooh, what's that F600? Is that a home machine? You're a garment, so is Kelly, yeah. Yeah, okay. All right, so what else did I want to show you guys? Oh, thanks for all the orders. I know a bunch of you have ordered like the zip double pattern or project bag sewing kits, and I thought I'd show you a few of them live on camera so you could kind of see what they're like, and the stiffener, because I'm selling the stiffener in 5-yard rolls so you can see it. But this is for the project bag sewing kit. These are all cut like almost years ago now, like a couple years ago, maybe a little bit more, by Rayanne and I. The stiffener and the vinyl was cut by a local factory because we got to a point where we just could not cut that amount. And it comes with, and all of these pieces are pre-cut. They were cut for production. They are not identical to the pattern pieces in the project bag. They are so close, it's frustrating. So I recommend not comparing them. But it sews together the same. They're a little wonky here and there because, you know, when you stack cut, things get a little wonky. The stiffener is pretty darn accurate because it's so stiff, and it melts. The edges melt together. Like I have to peel apart every piece of vinyl. So this is what you get. You get all the stiffener pieces, the vinyl divider, webbing. This is the thing I had to wait on. I had to order this because I didn't have any of that. And then you get whatever fabric you pick, and you get all the pieces. Now, I don't know my inventory quantities. I already took out a few because I know they're sold out. And especially sloths. Sloths making me very suspicious because I only have 2 over there on the table, and it said I had 4 in stock, and I was like, I'm so careful about inventory. I can't even tell you. Especially when it's something I can't replace. So, I just thought you might want to see these in person, though. This was a really big bestseller. This is one of my few project bags. So there's sloth. And there's no binding. This is the only thing that you're missing in these is the binding. There's knit with pearl lining. Knit looks so much better in person than on this camera for some reason. Hydrangeas. This is one of my all-time favorites. I'm not like into super florally florals. I do like florals though, but I loved this fabric, and we used like a gray binding to kind of tone it down a little bit. These are all on the website, Megan. It's in there. There's only 2 tabs to order things that cost money, and they're the first 2 tabs. Llamas, and it's got this really bright geometric lining. A lot of these are cotton and steel fabrics. These are all quilting cottons except the knit print is the cotton poplin from Spoonflower. So that one right there is already like $20 a yard on Spoonflower. This is called Parlor, and it's got a bird occasionally right here. You see that little bird? Oh, it's very dark on the camera. I should have brightened it up again. And this has this very light lining. This was a really big seller for us as well. These were all actually really good sellers for us. All these fabrics. I think this one sold the least, and then towards the end it really gained momentum. People finally started seeing the way with this because I love this fabric. This one's called Market, and I love it because it's got all these little like critters, and they're selling their things at the market. And the lining for this was one of my favorite all-time linings because it's a tone. I love tone-on-tone prints. And I used a Kelly green binding that I don't have sitting here. But you could use, I actually have one cut out over here that I was going to bind in a blue. Oh, that's why that binding was sitting there. A blue fabric. And it really changes the way it looks. Molly, named after my dog, because she kind of does look like a little fox. And it's got this kind of a Santa Fe, New Mexico type of print lining. And then Cozy, which is a really big seller. You know, it was the knitting world, so a lot of these are very appealing towards knitting and crocheting. And then it has this amazing polka dot lining. I love polka dots. So those are a lot of the fabrics that I have. I think seeing them in person kind of helps a little bit. My photography has never been the greatest. But I did use the photographs of the bags when we sewed them as kind of a help, you know. Yeah, the hydrangea is great. Yeah, Patty, you did. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, that's those. I don't have a zip double sitting here, but you've heard me talk about that far too much, probably. I'll probably stream that soon. So anyway, that brings me to, this is the Myosotis trial. I'm trying to see how it looks on camera because it's a little busy. You know how sometimes the camera kind of does that weird thing if it can't pick it up. Random blue truck. Oh, and I pinned it on my dress form. Ouch! The orange and blue. Did I see the orange and blue? We also got it in their That was actually, crazily, that was a holiday print. We just didn't pick the fabrics that went with it that made it look very holiday-ish. And then they came out with a colorway that was very holiday-ish. It was like pale blue. I don't know, maybe it wasn't very holiday-ish, but it was for me. And we did a holiday group in it. It's super cute. That was a Cotton and Steel. I think it was a collaboration with the original designers for Cotton and Steel. So it was really cute. So anyway, so it's almost the end of June, right? It's middle of June. In July, here are some of the options I was thinking about sewing. It is the annual 100 Acts of Sewing Sew Along with Beyond Measure. And I really love supporting Sonia Phillip on a 100 Acts Sewing. All her patterns are very simple and straightforward. And I think, they appeal to a wide range of skill level, sizes. They're really fun, simple. So we could do one of those if you guys like. I have a couple of them. And then I like sewing menswear in July because it's my husband's birthday, so it's kind of becoming my tradition. So I like doing that, and I don't sew enough menswear on here. I really love sewing menswear. It's just hard to find the patterns and the fabrics. Like, it's like this little, 3-point triangle of things you got to find. You cannot have a triangle without all three things, and it's hard to find all three things. And right now, fabric is really hard. Like, I have fabric, but I don't have fabric my husband would like that I know of. And I don't mind shopping for fabric online. But, Megan, you bought the pattern. Which pattern did you buy? Did you buy my pattern? Yeah, so if you go into shop other stuff, let me see if I can show you what the thumbnail looks like. Yeah, I think I can show you what the thumbnail looks like this on the website. The rainbow's sold out though. And that's for the project bag, not the zip double. Those kits are for the project bag. I probably should have come out with them sooner, but I honestly just couldn't deal with all that. Ugh. Do you know how much time it took me to get all that out and count them? Stacks of fabric. That's like 200 bags over there. Stacked. I had to make sure I had all the pieces, and there's a bunch of ones I don't, so I have like these weird mystery piles. And I had to make sure I had enough stiffener, webbing, and vinyl for all of them, so then I had to like skim off the top here and there. So yeah, it looks like that. It's for the project bag. So I do like, there's all my Streamlabs notifications. I do like sewing menswear in July. I currently own the Fairfield button-up, the Jutland pants. What's the other one I have? Thread Theory Designs. Don't I have one other one? I can't remember. Anyway, I'm open to others, but I'm trying to not buy things myself, but I also need to find the fabric too. So there's that. I like doing that. August, we were going to do like bra August, so I wouldn't mind doing some underwear or a bra or something. So if you guys have ideas, I want to know, like, I want to do things that we actually are most interested in. So, and August will be my anniversary at the very end. Pretty exciting. So, my 2-year anniversary, right? Yeah. I had to think about that. Until then, I know I really want to stream sewing the zip double and a modification to make it into a zippered pocket. So I want to make room for that by the end of the month. And maybe do this Maya Soda's dress. But what else? I want your suggestions. I know that we've talked about doing the Hudson pants, so I need to talk to Hearts Fabric because they were kind of down for that. But I don't really know where they're at. I know their orders have gone nuts and their fabric inventory is flying off the shelves. I'm not sure how conducive it is for them to offer sponsoring a stream right now. So I'll reach out to them. But we have the Alcott as well. So maybe by the end of the month, I could do the Alcott, the Zip Double, which is just one day. Oh, cool, Barbara. I feel, oh wait, no, that was something else. Yeah. And do you guys want bras or underwear or both? I also need to make sure that my machine's going to behave. I guess I could do my home machine because some people don't have sergers, right? And just do zigzag because I'm totally fine with zigzag. I know some people are like, I want it to look store-bought, but who has the F300, Karen? I just saw your thing up there, sorry. Oh, H Crow does. I don't know what the F300 is. Ah, the command worked, Terry. Nice. We've tried that recently and they didn't work. And now it's going to spam it. That's awesome. So anyway. Bra sets. Yeah, I got a really great stuff from... What do you mean it didn't let you pick the fabric? So what did you get? There's like 11 choices on there, Megan. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. So, are you on your phone or are you on a desktop? Oh, there you go, Karen. H Crow probably didn't see your message since they like to lurk. As opposed to what, H Crow? Beginning or advanced or something? What does that mean? It's your first big girl machine? I remember mine. I don't remember what it was. I remember buying like my first machine, and it was a new home. All metal parts. I was super excited about it, and I could not get that thing to work for me. The guy just kept talking to me like I didn't know what I was doing. Yeah, that's what I figure, H Crow. I know, because sometimes I lurk in chats, and I'm a mod in one of the chats, and sometimes I'd have to tell the streamer, just yell at me if you need me to look at something. So, but there's usually a couple other mods that can handle things. But sometimes they'll be like, they'll say, oh, I think she's around here somewhere. Or they don't know I'm a girl, maybe, I don't know. Or I don't know. But, it helps. So anyway, so let's see. So did you figure it out, Megan? Megan, I don't know what fabric you got. I'll look. What fabric did you want? Tell me what fabric you wanted. And then, so the funny thing about my website, and it's because it's not configured the way it used to be, is if you click the picture of the fabric, it goes to the correct variant that you want to buy. Wait, is that how it works? No, it doesn't. If you click the name of the fabric, it shows you the picture of it. But if you click the picture, it doesn't change what you have selected. It's super dumb that way. And I usually have to go to help and they have to do something in the background. So. Right? Yeah, right, Kelly? That's how I feel about other things, for sure. So, yeah, so you need to make sure that it is the text that's highlighted. So usually when there's an add to cart thing, there's like a drop down menu, and that's where the fabrics are. It's probably easier on a desktop. I know the discount code didn't work for somebody. They said it just spun, and then it just kicked them out. Like they bought it without the discount code, so I fixed it for them. For the newsletter folks. All right, so what are you guys sewing these days? What are you guys making? Are you guys sewing? It's kind of overwhelming right now. So what's going on with you guys? I feel like I really want shorts too. I don't want to do just the things that I want. I want to do things you guys want as well, but it's kind of a balance. High five. All right. And just trying anyway, right? Like, you got to just try. That's you don't know what's right until you know what's wrong. It's kind of the same with bad guys, right? You don't know what a bad guy is. You don't know what a good guy or gal is. You have to know one to know the other. So yeah, you get that. It's funny, the things I'm willing to try are the things I'm not willing to try, you know? Sometimes I'm like, I don't want to fail at that because I don't even want to do it again. But other things, I am always surprised at what I get so determined on. Yeah. Barbara, right? I know, Terry. Buying fabric. Where are you buying fabric from these days? I have some amazing gift certificates to a couple of stores right now, but their inventory is so low that I'm just waiting. Oh, and Needle Sharp, who does the subscription boxes, she's selling fashion fabric, like clothing fabric. She's got it on sale, like 25% off or something right now. So the selection might be like limited, but her fabrics are always really great and really ideal for clothing making. So you might check her out if you're looking for something. Oh no, Kelly. That's a bummer. Oh, you're copying some shorts. That's great. See, when we were moving, I was like, all right, I guess I gotta put the dresses aside. I don't actually mind doing anything in a dress, but dresses catch on things, you know, and our little pathway has a couple of like things growing, and this guy loved agave. I don't know if you guys know what agave is. It's what they make like mezcal or tequila from, but they are big pokey plants, and he loved them. He loved pokey plants. There's a lot of really amazing, beautiful stuff there, but he had biggest agave I have ever seen, and there's tons of them. And he'll like take like little suckers and just throw them, and then they sprout. So that was something I kept catching on this one bush near the driveway with my dress. So I had to put on shorts, and I was really excited that I had a couple pairs of prototype ginger jeans in there. You both the download and the kit for the project bag? Cool. Yeah, right, Kelly? Yeah. Yeah, and I have a Needle Sharp box coming as well, so I have that. My parents gave me a gift certificate to Needle Sharp for a box. Oh, nice, Terry. Are you waiting for like end of summer? You do a lot of like, I remember end of summer last year you doing a lot of shirt making, right? Are you kind of feeling nostalgic for that? Is that why you were starting to you're starting to sew, like, think of it? Do you ever do that? I do that. I'm like, oh, I'm kind of craving sewing this, and I'm like, wait a minute, I made this last year. That's why I'm craving this. Maybe I don't need another one. And you know, my closet, that's one thing, is my closet is differently configured now, a little smaller, and I have a lot of clothes. I'm someone who loves to get rid of things, and I've gotten rid of a lot of things, but between the hand knit sweaters, I have a whole dresser of hand knit sweaters, and then there's no place to hang long things in my closet, so now I'm one of those people that goes to the guest bedroom to get a dress. I'm not a fan of that. I told my husband today, I feel like I go to four corners of the house to get dressed every morning. Yeah, exactly, Terry. Right? Yeah. I just want to sew things. I don't want to keep everything. That's why I need to figure out the whole like sewing for others thing better. I just want to sew. Yeah, exactly, Kelly. I told you, that's my weakness. Shirt dresses are my weakness. So when I saw she was doing a box, I was like, oh, I'm getting one of those. And I don't even know which one I got. I can't remember, but it shipped. So thankfully it's coming here. Yeah, so that's about all I have. I just wanted to talk with you guys and see where you guys are at, kind of rip the Band-Aid off and get extremely, I was getting so nervous when I was driving in. And I was like, is it because I'm dropping off packages? Because dropping off packages gives me a lot of anxiety because I've had so many bad experiences with the local folks here. When I am like pleasant as I'll get out and I do all of the work for them. And it ended up being no problem at all because I don't even go to the mail place anymore. Because it was just, I'd get so sweaty. And I was like, this is not okay. I'm giving you so much money right now. So I couldn't tell if I was nervous about streaming or dropping off packages, but it was probably both. So let's see. Saturday, I mean, maybe I kind of want to just make this. Maybe Saturday I could cut the Myosotis dress because I could finish this today and then we can see how it fits. You guys down for that? Or the Alcott? What do you guys think? The Alcott, which is knit, or the Myosotis, which is woven. No, Eliza. I'm sorry. You are the second friend I've had who have said that exact thing. In fact, the other one has the Juki. That's a bummer. I'm really sorry to hear that. What a bummer. It's such a setback and it's the beginning of summer. Yeah, and I would really like to use my sewing skills for good somehow, and I don't really know how to do that. I don't have what I had at Chicken Boots before, where I had a nice, a platform. I had a good way to help others. Like if there was someone, like there was a gal who had her whole trailer stolen on the way to our trade show. So a bunch of us did like fundraisers. I could make a product and sell it and give her all the profit, like that kind of thing, like doing those little like flash things to help another business person out. That was really easy then. We had a really great following and people liked supporting others, especially if they knew that person or maybe sharing their stuff. But now I'm a nobody. And so I'm trying to figure out how I can help, with social issues and things like that with my sewing skills, and I'm trying to, so if anyone has ideas, I'm totally open to that. I know that there's places where you can donate clothing for professionals, for people who want to go to an interview and maybe don't have professional clothing. Like I don't have professional clothing, but I have the means to get it, right? But not everybody does, right? Maybe they are, had clothes geared towards something else, or they just don't have the funds to buy a whole new wardrobe just for an interview or a job, right? So that would be kind of fun because that would actually give us new types of things to sew, but I don't know if that's the best way to help. So I'm looking for things. Maybe a budding young designer needs a small production run of something. I'm down for that. That would be fun. I love production sewing. I don't want to become their production seamstress, but I can help out, or do a little bit of pattern drafting or stuff like that. Walter, nice to see you. Oh, Terry. Dang. You guys with their surgeries. I think my cat needs a surgery, by the way. I think I finally figured out what's up with him. And you know what, you guys? A pug and the countryside, they're just not a good combo. I swear he's like a little miniature vacuum and he puts every gosh darn thing in his mouth. It's like having a toddler 24/7 and he's just snuffling up anything off the ground and then throwing up later on that night or looking very funky. And then I'm worried. Or all those agave near his bulging eyeballs. Oh my God. Not a country dog. Molly, on the other hand, is like a completely different dog. Like, she never seemed very outdoorsy, and now she's like, look at me. I am in my natural element. It's hilarious. What have you been up to, Walter? I was kind of winding down. I don't really have a whole lot to go where I was just kind of like checking in with all of you. So Terry votes for the Myosotis. That is kind of very straight up basic dressmaking, which is kind of fun. And that's very good. I was going to line the bodice. It'll have endless amounts of hem Hims, and it's double gauze. I'm gonna search that one for sure because the double gauze hedgehog dress was kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, Karen, right? What kind of puppy do you have? Yeah, he's like a permanent puppy. Anyone who's had pugs before me just laughs when I talk like this. They're like, yeah. I'm just kind of ignorant about it. But I swear, one of us asks him, what have you got in your mouth? What are you eating? Where are you? What are you doing? What are you eating? What have you got in your mouth? Like, each one of us asks him that 3 times a day each. Eva, hi. How's it going? Thanks. Me too. You can't even drive, Eliza? Oh. You're changing the faucet out. Wow. I'm always impressed with anyone who does plumbing stuff. I would rather do electrical stuff than plumbing stuff. But is that true? I don't think that's true. I wouldn't rather do electrical stuff or plumbing stuff. Oh, cabochon. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what is. Like the other night, we were eating outside because we can do that at this place. And he was fixated on this thing in the driveway. And I finally was like, what is that? You know, so I went over and I was like, is that throw up? Like, are you trying to eat? And I was like, it's not. It was bird poo. He was trying to figure out a way to get it into his mouth, you know? Last night, or this morning, I heard him asking to go out. I couldn't figure out where he was because I don't know all the sounds of the house. And then I heard someone throwing up. And I was like, okay, who was that? And where was it? I could barely open my eyes. I wasn't even fully dressed. Michael was nowhere to be found. And then we found where the vomit is. We think it was Loki. And there was something hard in there. You know, it's like, come on. Sydney! Oh, good job, Walter. I know, my husband, like, he's not, like, he doesn't like doing, like, all the handy stuff around the house, but he's pretty handy, and he always impresses me when he switches out, like, our shower thing, you know? Right, Terry? Exactly. Have I told you guys this? One time when I was a kid, my mom was changing a light bulb in the closet, and she was standing on this little rickety, step ladder we had. It was just like 3 steps. It was a really small one. I remember it was painted this like olive green color because it was the 70s, right? And she was just changing out the light bulb, but she hadn't remembered to turn off the light. Like, that's so common, right? You forget when the light bulb burns out to turn off the light because it's off in your head, right? And so I was handing her the bulb, and then she must have touched it, and I saw her get zapped, and because of that, it made her fall off the ladder, thankfully, because then it broke the connection. But I was like probably 6 years old, and I was like just watching my mom get electrocuted. It was not good. But you know, she was fine. So she ate a rock. Yeah, right, Karen? Loki is so dang expensive. He's just like a walking bag of money flying away. Meanwhile, Senor, my cat, I think really needs to go to the vet, so I need to take him. I think I finally figured out what's going on. He's just like skinny, and they've tried to figure it out, but I think he just has a hairball and stuck in his somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, right, Walter? I know. I really have a lot of respect for tradespeople who can do that kind of thing. A skill, right? So, yeah, it was scary. Anything that dealt with my mom was really scary as a kid because she was all I had, you know? So, don't touch my mom. You know, I was like, kind of like that. So, I don't know. All right, what else do I have to share with you guys or ask you guys? Did you guys see my rainbow quilt? I have that sitting over here, but I didn't match. That was the day I made that was when I had a fever all day, and I was so feeling bad, and I just kind of powered through. Yeah, she did, Walter. You know, my mom is kind of amazing that way. Like, she's a lot like me in that, like, going somewhere or being in a social thing, she's not, like, a big fan of that, like me. And, but because she was a single mom, she was extremely determined that my experience as a child would not be different than a child who had 2 parents And so she would do things that were completely out of her comfort zone. Like one time she took the train from Orange County to San Diego with me and took me to the zoo, like San Diego Zoo and the Wild Animal Park. And that is definitely not her type of thing. Like maybe with someone else or a few other people, but we did that on our own. She took me camping once at Lake Kachuma or something. I can't remember what was the lake. And everyone else was in RVs. Like it was that kind of campground. And we were by the lake, not up against it, but by the lake with our dog named Lowrider. And we had no RV. We were open air camping, no tent, no nothing. We just flat on the ground, open air. And she had a little knife under her pillow. And our dog barked all night at everything coming down to the lake to drink. She was determined that I would have these experiences, even though they were not her, like in her wheelhouse typically. She even brought me to daddy-daughter things. So, yeah. So, yeah, she got back up on that ladder, changed the light bulb because she didn't have anyone else to do it. So, oh my gosh, Sydney, really? Tinge. So you can get kittens? You don't even have the kittens yet? You're getting kittens? How many are you getting? Why is it plural? That's exciting, though. I love pets so much, you know? I walk around our house, and there's usually 3 out of 4 pets with me at all times. It's nice and annoying all at the same time. All 4 of them were on our bed the other night, and I was like, what's going on here? You know, it's too hot. Why do you want to even be near me? But, you know, and Loki, for some reason, is very, very attached to me lately. Which is, like, I guess it's not that surprising, but it is kind of, because he's usually very attached to Michael or Cricket. But he's lately very attached to me. I think it's just that kind of nervousness. Like, they sense the mom thing, so... Oh, you're getting 2. Nice. Congratulations. That'll be so fun. Oh my gosh. Kittens. When we got Haku, we got him a brother from a different litter. So they weren't actual brothers, but apparently they played together, and they were like, oh yeah, he does have a friend, 'cause we asked. And it was the best thing getting him a pal. We lost Chihiro when we moved here because something got him. But we still have Haku, and we have Senor now too, but they're not really buddies, you know. So, but Haku and Chihiro would bathe each other and sleep with each other. So cute. So, yeah, and our animals have really made the transition really well. So, I even have room at this house because we decided to give Cricket the little outbuilding to sleep in, the little cottage. I have space for sewing at my house. I have the sewing cabinet there. That's it. All my yarn I brought here, I'm going to bring it back to the house because I have room now. So I'm pretty excited about that. I have a craft room at home now. So. Oh, Terry. That must have been tough on your neighbor. Wow. Oh. Yeah, that's smart. If you can't take it on, you can't take it on. It's not your responsibility. They need to find a good home. Someone who can't, you know? Yeah, pets need a lot. They're expensive. I don't think they were this expensive in my early 20s. I thought I was doing really good taking care of my pets, but I wasn't doing as all I could be doing, and I didn't know it, you know? You just don't know sometimes. And pets have gotten more expensive because of the flea and the heartworm medicines you can give them monthly. Never did anything like that in my 20s. Dentals, I actually did do that with I had this small settlement from being rear-ended. I spent it all on my cat's teeth. So I was really responsible with my pets, but I wasn't doing things all the time. And just everything's exploded, right, with all the stuff. Yeah, I have my own little craft room. I actually want to knit again. You did help her find a good home. That's so nice. That's great. Oh man, that would be so hard. I've had to leave one pet before, and it wasn't easy. All right, well, I feel like I'm just chatting about not sewing stuff, and you don't really need to know all this junk about what's going on in my life. It's not why you're here. So Saturday I will be cutting out the Myosotis dress. And next week we'll sew part 1 and part 2. I'll break it up. And then next Saturday I'm going to do a zip double sewing. So if anyone has that pattern and wants to sew along with me, I will sew the zip double. And I'm going to be doing a modification to make the pocket on the front zippered. I think that will make that bag look so much more classy because you could make the pocket drop down on the inside of the bag and all you'd see is the stitching line of the pocket and it would be like a clean bottom with just a zippered pocket. I'm really excited about seeing it. I've never even done it before, but I know it's possible. It'll be fine. So we'll do that and I can sew it any way you guys want once I remember how to sew it. Literally making that bag, I was like, crap, Ran sewed these. How do I sew this? I almost had to ask her, like, did you do this first or this first? But I changed the way that was sewn for the home sew pattern because we used zipper by the yard and we would just put 1/2 of the zipper along the top and then fold the top along itself and then zip it like that. So that's that pattern I just came out with, Eliza. It's probably not on your radar because did you know me? I feel like your name's so familiar, but I'm not sure if I knew you from Chicken Boots. It's just a product I finally released the pattern for. I can show you guys one. I can't believe I don't have one sitting here. Let me go grab it. Of course I don't, right? Oh, not that. I know, it's not a big deal. It's really not a big deal because yeah, there's tons of bag makers out there. This was just my commitment to my Chicken Boots customers because they weren't too happy about me closing my business. But let me tell you, I was the least happiest. So when people are like, I just wish you made them and sell them, I have to tell you guys, it's kind of hard for me not to say something snarky back. I will be really honest with you guys. I'm like, yeah, losing my business when I shouldn't have lost it because it was doing so good and not a fan. All right, so yeah, so this was the original version. It's fully clear. I did vinyl. We did this really great vinyl. It's a pretty big bag. It's got the ribbon handle. Why is this one so floppy? And then the pocket right here, you access it from the inside of the bag. So everything's secure in there, but you can see, you can see what's inside your pocket. And the vinyl is so sturdy, it never, the scissors never hurt it or anything. So this was the zip double. And then for the pattern that I just came out with, I made 2 other views. One where you can make it all fabric, no vinyl, like this one here, and I put the pocket on the outside. And this is a waxed cotton canvas that is super flimsy, by the way. And then because this is waxed cotton, this doesn't need to be finished, but you could just serge it or finish it. And then I made a fully lined version. So this one still has the vinyl pocket. You can make it fabric or not. And then I've lined this one so it's clean finished on the inside. But I'm going to be making a mod that makes this pocket. Oh, look at that horrible sewing. I think this is the one from the video. I'm gonna make it so that the pocket is zippered right here, and then also one where the zipper will be on the bag and the pocket can be, on the inside like this with the zipper opening right here. And all you would see is the zipper and then the top stitching here if it was fabric. You could do it on vinyl though. And then you could get into your pocket from the outside, which I think people would really appreciate. We couldn't do that in production. It would have cost too much. here's, I think this is the one I did in the video, maybe. Just, I don't know. Yeah, so this is what, and so this was the original. Clear. This is what I was kind of known for, just in clear bags so you could see what was inside. That's what the inside looks like. Yeah. Yeah, so I'll sew that next Saturday. That's the pattern I just came out with. If you're a Patreon patron, there's a 25% off discount on Patreon for you. I know, Megan. I brought that up. I'm going to talk to... Oh, here's another one. I was like, what's this on me? I'm going to talk to Hearts and see if they're down for that. I don't know how impacted they are right now as far as fabric goes. See, I have to be honest. I'm not actually a big fan of this two-tone look. I think this would be cuter all one color. The reason I'm about to sneeze, it has this right here, like not this being a whole solid piece, like I think our mind wants it to be that way, is because this part was vinyl. Vinyl made it affordable and clear, and that's one of our, that was one of our things, right? And also it gives us a nice handy spot for the handle. But I think this would be honestly more attractive all one fabric. That's just me. It looks a little bit patchworky. You bought just the download of the bag, then okay. Yeah. Megan, did you get a fabric for the? Did you get a project bag kit? And because if you did and you don't, it should say what fabric you got on your receipt if you did. And if it's not the one you wanted, let me know. It's very soon because those things are selling fast. I think I shipped 30 packages this morning and I have another 30 to ship today. So they're going really fast. They're selling out. So if you want a different fabric, let me know. Or I can just refund it. So I'm really easy about stuff like that. So yeah, anyway. Just trying to make good on my commitment to them. Next one's the wallaby. So, and maybe the double. People want the double. I'm like, really? Okay. I mean, I like that bag. It's just funny to me. I kind of want to do garments, but I'm a little nervous about that too. So, but I think that's where I'm heading. I'll just say it. I just need to be able to consistently work on it. So. All right, so I'll see you Saturday for cutting out the Myosotis, which is this one right here. I'm going to make this one in that watercolor print. The one that's cut out in front of me is this one right here. I like the way the neckline is. Do you see that? Doesn't button all the way up to the neck. It has that little gentle V. So I love that look. So... All right. Anyone have any ideas for things, places I can do some... If someone's playing music out there. Maybe that's at the stop sign. That's loud if that's at the stop sign. If you have any ideas of where I can do some good, helpful sewing work, some organizations. If you have any requests for projects or style of projects, please let me know. And if you have any ideas for places I can ask for sponsorships, I'm not looking for money. I'm only looking for a project and I'll send it back to them. They get to keep it. And so they can hang it up in their store or whatever, do whatever they want with it, donate it, whatever. I'm just looking for sewing things that you guys want. Bye, Eliza. So I'm open for anything. And thank you for all the new Patreon patrons. I really appreciate that. I saw like 5 of them yesterday and I was shocked. So... Did you, Megan, are you, if you're a patron, it's on the patron page. If you're a newsletter subscriber, it's in the newsletter. That went out yesterday at 9 a.m. And the day before, I put up like notice on Instagram, like now's a good time to sign up for the newsletter. So check those places. I'll look it up for you. So, all right, guys, I will see you Saturday, 11 a.m. and Pacific. I'm in California. Thanks for coming by. And, it was really great to see you guys. Thought about you all the time. And I really appreciate you being here. So I'll see you guys soon, a couple days.